Hi there, YouTube. Musical over here. We're at Alice Springs, and we're going to be flying down to Ayers Rock today via Hermannsburg, which is a little Aborigine Lutheran mission. Kind of an odd collection of ideas. Welcome, Lachlan and Cyclatives, and I think Spencer was there as well. I believe that's the dunny. Anyway, walking over to the aeroplane. Oh, Lachlan and Cyclic. Couple of very large weeds over here that need a bit of a lawnmower. Yep, this is the SR-22 by Carenado. Good old Cirrus plane. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the what they call that thing? Synthetic vision to work on this aircraft recently. Look at these things. These are what's called the Sturt Desert pea. It's a kind of plant that grows out in these parts of the outback, Northern Territory. Very large black pea and a red flower. Or pod. Adam, g'day. Discord bots not functioning correctly. Chica just disappeared there. That was weird. Got to go through this gate here. And that's us way over on the other side of the tarmac here. And walk around the edge. So how are you guys doing? While we're walking over, we might as well have a look at our event here. So out of Alice Springs down to what's called Jail Water Tower, Owen Springs, Lower Pinta Road, and then the crossroads, and then into Hermannsburg. Tarmac. Tarmac, runway tarmac. Yeah, the media thinks that there's only two parts to an airport, tarmac and runway. And those terms can be interchangeable. So the runway tarmac, the tarmac runway. Anyhow, here is our aircraft. Couple of things inside, including the pitot probe, covers. Anyhow, This is my own dodgy repaint. Yankee Sierra Hotel. So open up the door. Yep, I manually calculate these things. That said, the navlog has its own automatic thing for the EET. So it's a database spreadsheet. You can see the formula up there in the left. Equals if bracket 07 greater and larger quote sum of N7 dash blah blah blah. So that'll automatically calculate your EETs. Basically, I don't know how to show a whiz wheel on screen, so that'll have to do. If anybody knows a whiz wheel that's available for free, then let me know. E6B calculator. So as we can see, the synthetic vision isn't functioning on this aircraft. Today, I did actually purchase the synthetic vision for the aircraft, but it just simply refuses to work. Anyhow, flaps. And as you can see, my dodgy repaint got the wing upside down. Anyhow, let's turn that off. Looks good on the outside though. Cool. Baggage door. Flaps looking good. Get rid of the statics. Wingtip. Static port is clear. There's the top of the fuel. And checking the landing gear underneath. And you pop underneath here just to grab a little bit of fuel there. I do have paper copy charts, but of course I'll be displaying them as electronic here. Also, you can get the heading without the like the raw heading of Sky Vector. It gives you a pretty accurate heading there, 262. I've also got the actual VTC available online. Well, yeah, navigation log helps because you know how long the legs will be. Especially with me jumping between aircraft all the time because they're all slightly different speeds and stuff. So you get used to one aircraft for 3 or 4 legs and then you're in the new one. The other good thing about this navlog is it will show you your fuel. So we've got 80 gallons of fuel at the moment. It burns 17.8 per hour. And we know that if we taxi out with whatever, by the time we get up to here, it'll be 73.9 gallon of fuel remaining at Hermannsburg, based on the current wind. And of course, you just get your current wind off this. So there's the top of Northern Territory, and we're flying out of, where is it, 23 degrees 135, so this one here. And we'll be at 7,000 or 6,500, which is the third one along. So for the first of the trip, wind will be 100 at 18 knots, it'll be 9 degrees Celsius. So I can just plug those numbers in there and the spreadsheet does the rest. Easy. If you want a good ad for an SR-22, have a look at Stefan Drury. And he flew one around Australia in the real world, a real actual one. Good old Echo Yankee Zulu. Actually, that's one he flies nowadays. Was Kilo Juliet November. Kind of a backwards version of the Cessna 172i. Flew out of Richmond. Good old Yankee Sierra Hotel. Alright, let's jump in. And we'll attempt to avoid looking at that wing because I've clearly done something to the texture to make that break. Yeah, I think I'll put the thing into the description. Have I? Or have I forgotten to put it in now? I'll just take a look. Let's jump in. That's me looking at my own video. I've forgotten to put it in. Sorry about that. I will send a link to you guys. It's a navigation log. There it is. It's Excel pilot logbook, as in Excel, you know, the database spreadsheet. You need to buy it, but it's a $0 transaction. So it's that whole thing where you log in and give yourself a name and stuff. So it looks like a proper purchase, but it's actually $0. Somewhere in there. So the pilot logbook? No, it's not the logbook, it's the other one. Navlog. There it is. Navlog free. Click on there. Hit the old download button and you should be able to buy it for $0. Thanks, Andrew. Hope you enjoy. Anyhow, it's time for us to think about starting up an SR-22. This is a very battery aircraft, very electronic aircraft, so it's a little bit different to the other things we normally fly. As in, you kind of sit on the battery for quite a bit. Anyhow, all the lights are off. Let's go into here and pop on a, where is it? Checklist. Enter button. And the normal checklist. Okay, before starting engine, pre-flight inspection is complete. Weight and balance has been completed. We are essentially single, maybe two pilots, and a full tank of fuel. Emergency equipment is on board. We have the ELT, we have a bunch of water, and we aren't flying over any oceans, so no need for any life jackets. We do have a big massive parachute attached to the airplane, which we will not be using. Passenger briefing. Alright, we both have a door. There's one on the right side of the aircraft. You just pull that out of the handle there, pull the handle up, and the door should open. Once you do come out of the door, you'll find that you're standing on the wing. Walk to the back of the wing and stand by the tail and wait further instruction. If we do need to use the parachute, I'll let you know. We'll take the cover off. We'll wait until we're below the maximum speed for opening it, and then we'll pop it open and float very roughly to the ground. Hopefully we won't be using that today. Alright, passengers briefed. Seats, seat belts and harnesses. Alright, we're adjusted, comfortable, all locked in. Good to go. Next checklist. External power doesn't exist. Brakes are hold. Battery master switches are in. Strobe lights on. Mixture fully rich. Cool. Power lever full. Fuel pump into boost. Might help to have an actual tank selected. Fuel pumps on the boost. Propeller area is clear. Power lever back and open to 16. 14. Getting there. Fuel pump, boost, propeller area is clear. Power set. Ignition sequence start. Clear prop. Okay, it wants us to lean. Sorted. PC was about 1700. That's not total though, because it needed to go back for some extra work, and I added some more stuff to it when I was in the shop. It's like, oh, I'm opening it up again. Why not throw in another SSD? Just can. Okay, mixture. Until RPM rises to maximum value. Alright, where's the RPM? 1350, there it is. Gotten past it. There it is. Good stuff. Okay, power lever. Retard. Oil pressure. Check, that's in the green. Alt master switches are on. Avionics on. Engine parameters, everything except the fuel. Oil's back down below. I'll go back to up to 1000 RPM. Cool. And amp is in the green. Don't need any of that. Full taxi, flaps will be up. Radios, avionics, cabin heat defrosts. It's just unusual having that enter button right down there. And the fuel selector is set. Exit that. Let's chuck in a flight plan. So Alice Springs, position 2. What is position 2 again? It is jail water tower. Cool, that's popped up well. Next one is Owen Springs. And direct to Hermannsburg. That's enough for now.
Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Terrain works. Topo's a bit much. Leave it in the black. And if we had the terrain system working, we would go into PFD, synthetic vision, and tick all these things on. Unfortunately, that's not working today. Current hectopascals. Lachlan. Both of those things kind of need something else to go with them. The Airsware 172 really needs the Flight 1. Otherwise you essentially don't have a navigation system. Or the default one. And 7478, basically if you don't have Navigraph charts, what's the point? 172. With a repaint of your own aircraft that you've flown before. That's not giving me the option of 500-foot spacing. Ah, push to sync. Maybe. Nope. Strange. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and have a listen to our AWIS. Well, it doesn't need Flight 1. It needs something to navigate with, otherwise it's just the default. Cool 08. Double checking it is a meteorological. It is.
Automated Weather Information Service, Alice Springs Airport. Time 0822 Zulu. Wind 120 degrees magnetic at 9 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Present weather. No significant weather. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point 0. QNH 1026 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil. Automated weather.
There we go. 1026. Alrighty, we can start taxi. Park and brake, disengaged. Brakes check. HSI orientation, I'm showing 028. We'll assume that's correct because I can't even see the dang thing up there. Brakes feel okay, we'll just move slightly forward and make sure. Yep, feeling good. HSI is good, altitude is set. Attitude is showing level, and turn coordinators in the ball. So the wind's on the screen. Let's get the transponder on. Still on standby. There we go. On the GPS on the center, and we'll go ahead and put on the flight director. $120 knots on the climb. Cool. Ah yeah, that's the checklist that we don't actually need, isn't it? Cool. We'll set up the next one. Careful, takeoff, doors are latched, caps handle is set. Seatbelts, harnesses are good. Air conditioner, yeah. Listen to that. Majestic 400 rather than Flight 1 GPS. Majestic Q400 is one of the best planes that we have. Fuel selected the full tank. We'll pop that over. And we're up to the line. That's taxi. What is the frequency here? Come on, CTAF, there you are, 118.3. To the nav, near the comm. There we go. Traffic Alice Springs, what's the name of our aeroplane again? Dang it, I wrote it off the thing. Not used to this aeroplane. Yankee Sierra Hotel. Traffic Alice Springs, the Yankee Sierra Hotel is a Cirrus SR-22 from the GA apron in front of the Doctor, Royal Flying Doctor Service. Taxiing Alice Springs, we'll call ready to enter the runway. Okay, it's going to be runway 12. We're sitting up here, taxiing out via Charlie, and we'll go straight out. There's also the option of coming out of GA apron on November, taxiing via Alpha Bravo and onto Mike. Do that. Yeah, that's a good plan. I like that plan. The Q400, the one above Pilot, it's called Professional, something like that. Anyway, the second tier of Majestic Q400 also has a shared cockpit, but not the Pilot basic version. So that might be something you might want to check into as well. You can fly with me as a first officer. Rather trouble. Just took my shoes off. Alright, coming up to hold short 24. There's a helipad. Right at the back of those checklists. Fuel pump set to boost. Mixture fully rich, already is. Flaps up for takeoff today. It'll be stage 1 for takeoff at Hermannsburg. Transponder set, autopilot check. Yep, disconnect works fine. Navigation radio's GPS is set. Cabin heat defrost. You turn that off because it's noisy as heck. Can you imagine that going all day? Anyway, this SR-22 can be fitted with air conditioning. But it's only 16 degrees out here, so no need for that today. Brakes hold. And I want 1700 RPM. For the packs. Okay, it's 2000 RPM at 17% power. That's sorted. Alts are off. Looking good. Pitot heat. Nav lights. In fact, we'll turn all the lights on apart from landing. Alternator's fine. Lights on. Magneto has been done. Power lever 1000. Instrument set, altimeter set, flight controls, and the trim. Trim switch. There's the trim itself. And there's definitely no icing today. Alright, let's move out. Alice Springs traffic, Yankee Sarah Hotel is entering runway 12. We'll be departing via the Jail Waterhouse Tower via a left-hand crosswind tower. Traffic, Alice Springs. Okay, up onto the runway itself, and we'll go. All the lights are in. "60, V1 rotating. 100 knots. Yes. Caps is indeed available. And we say goodbye to Alice Springs. There's the gap. So I'm going to pick up 238 outbound. That's not oriented the way that I thought it was. Nav mode's out. Okay, time 39. We are beam? Almost. How's it going out there? That's a view that I was after. Okay, 4,500 seems about right. Fly over Pine Creek. Yeah, I'm sure the American government would love that. So, jail. Somewhere near the jail right now. Is that the jail? Don't know. But the time is 41 and we're over our waypoint. So 47 should have us at Owen Springs. Yeah, I'll start at 4,005. There's Pine Gap. We're at Jail Water Tower, so it should be just to our north right now. There's your Pine Gap, mate. There's your Pine Gap, right there. With those big chunky radar towers and everything. So yeah, Pine Gap is on there. And we flew straight past it here. That big, what was it? R217 Pine Gap. Why is that going to GPS 1? A little bit more power, a little bit less on the mixture. Cool, and can keep on climbing up to 6,005 at Owen Springs. Alright, that's a little strange. I'm asking it to turn massive left turn. That's not a left turn. Okay, we're overhead Owen Springs and we're saying goodbye to the old Alice. This is apparently a Cirrus that can't fly on autopilot because it wants to turn right. It just wants to turn right. It's a very right-leaning Cirrus. What? This thing thinks it's flying northbound. That's bizarre. I've already passed the Repaint highway. Next one will be 55 and 59. Then we'll be there. Yeah, it's trying to fly course 000. Don't know why. I think I'll go to VH-YSH. Still trying to do it. It's a hand-flown Cirrus. HDG heading. Heading is that blue thing right there, yeah? So requesting a left-hand turn gives me a right-hand vector. This seems to be an aircraft whose autopilot is only capable of flying north. Yeah, it's flying north. 000 on the heading. Yeah, we did miss one waypoint. The next one should be a cross between the Larapinta Highway and another road going south to north. What's our speed? 161. Our true airspeed is 175. 16 knots on the wind there. Yeah. And we're getting a descent now. Where is our next position? Should be Hermannsburg and a CTAF 126.7. Start descending. Estimating Hermannsburg at time 59, according to that one. Yep, that's about right. There's the road. Yeah, it is Carenado, unfortunately. They have an amazing way of just messing up how aircraft fly. It's like an autopilot. An autopilot is a thing that flies north, isn't it? No. No, it's not. That's a compass. I did some flying in the early ages of 2003. Couldn't get my Med 1, so I kind of gave up on that idea. If I have some spare money, I might go out and get my PPL, because I can get enough medical clearance to putter around in a single engine aeroplane. We're descending because we're flying to Hermannsburg. Hermannsburg is a Lutheran mission which was put out here for the same reason that the Anglican missions were around, basically to give the Aborigines of the area a place to have their kidnapped children stay in boarding school. But anyway. What's Rossi saying? Ah, there we go. There's our mission right up ahead. And there should be a dirt runway somewhere. Not quite there. We'll be there in about 2 to 3 minutes. Traffic Hermannsburg, Yankee Sierra Hotel is a Cirrus SR-22 at 3,300 on descent. We'll be joining circuit for runway 11 and time on the hour. Traffic Hermannsburg. Medical issues, which won't be going away anytime soon. But I get a medical too. I reckon that's the mission right there with the little chapel. Is that 6 miles? Okay. That's it there, found it. Traffic Hermannsburg, Yankee Sierra Hotel is joining downwind of runway 11. I don't have an ATR-72. I mean, there is the Carenado one, but you know, look at how quality their product is on this aeroplane. Can't even track a heading. You know, having a GTN 750 in this thing wouldn't be too bad at all. Alright, we're on the downwind. Gear is fixed, undercarriage. Mixture is fully rich. Pump is on. Fuel switched over to the other side. Instrument is set and seat houses are secure. A little too close to the runway. Got to come out a little more. Hermannsburg traffic, Yankee Sierra Hotel, turning base runway 11. Alrighty, let's slow it down, get some flap out. Hermannsburg traffic, Yankee Sierra Hotel, final runway 11. Yes, the repaint that I made was odd. The inside of the outside has gone upside down, but the outside of the outside's fine.
500.
Stable. Alpha Bravo 676, good day. Well, when you look on the outside of the wing, the upside down part of the wing, like the bottom of the wing is at the top. But when you go into the external view, it's fine. The wonders of repainting on your own. Traffic Hermannsburg, Yankee Sierra Hotel is backtracking runway 11. Yeah, I obviously exported it somehow wrong. Hermannsburg, traffic Yankee Sierra Hotel, vacated runway. Alright, we'll park it up here. Cool. Alrighty, so we're at this little place called Hermannsburg. Hermannsburg is a Lutheran mission. It was built in the late 1800s, early 20th century. And yeah, basically a bunch of Lutherans came out here to convert the Aborigines to Christianity. So they built themselves a little chapel, a little boarding school, a girls' dorm and a boys' dorm. And yeah, little fenced off community with an airfield. Pretty remote. It's, as you saw there, about 20 minutes flight in an SR-22 out of Alice Springs. Camping site these days. Anyway, Spencer wants to see the 172 back. And yeah, we'll probably get the 172 back at some point. I was hoping to fix this aeroplane and give it another go, but the next couple of legs are pretty long and through the desert, so we needed something a little bit quicker than a 172 to go to Udnadada, Kupapidi. Anyhow, let's go to the rock. Next destination, Uluru. Strobes on. Checklist. Okay, pre-flight was done on the last one, same with that. Emergency equipment on board. Passengers have already been briefed. And we haven't gotten out of the airplane. External power doesn't exist here at Hermannsburg. Brakes are set. Batteries on. Strobes on. Mixture is fully rich. Fuel boost pump is on. Propeller is clear. Power lever open a little. 1.4. I think 1.5 or 1.3 is the closest I'm going to get to it. And ignition. Clear prop. Okay, mixture is being leaned out. There it is right there. Power lever, 1000 RPM. Oil pressure in the green. Master switches are in. Engine parameters all in the green. External power is disconnected, amp is set, and we're good. Careful taxiing, flaps will be approach mode for departure, 50% set. Radios are set from last time. Cabin heat and defrost is not required. Fuel selector is currently on the fullest tank. Parking brake, brakes. HSI we already know is broken. Brakes are good. Cool. Attitude gyro is good. Turn coordinator is sorted, and that's good to go. Let's put a new flight plan. It's pretty much a direct to this one. Yay! Cool, that's pretty much all. And it's runway 11. After takeoff, we'll be tracking out to a position 6 minutes away, which I've hopefully termed Creek. After that's Lurcher Road, Lurtija, I think it is. Salak, and then 10 miles out. Time is 13, let's go. Well, it's Friday night of the 05. Hermannsburg traffic, Yankee Sierra Hotel is a Cirrus SR-22. We're taxiing runway 11. All contact once entering the runway. That crazy, crazy wing. Wing on the other side's not too bad, but I can see the flaps are upside down. But at least the front of the wing's fine. Ah, Friday 5th of the month. That makes sense. Yeah, they're doing, what is the place again? Yeah, why is there an ambulance here? Probably because the RFDS is a quite common visitor out to Hermannsburg Airfield. So if you're pretending to simulate a Royal Flying Doctor service, you'd meet the ambulance. Traffic Hermannsburg, Yankee Sierra Hotel is departing runway 11, left hand downwind departure. That's distinctively not flat. And up we go. Yeah, it is a bit quiet, isn't it? Maybe we'll turn it up. There you go. Bit more engine noise. So say goodbye to the Lutheran mission. Mokran Stefan Day. Flying to Sydney Airport. Or Melbourne even. Flaps up. Turn all of them on. Climb power. And the time is 19. Directly overhead. 25. Yeah, the Cirrus isn't too bad compared to a 172, 182. They're way fast. 170 knots is your average cruise. 185 is max. We're actually doing more like 130 knots on this. Five minutes will be 24. Alright, how do we pop that out? Yeah, you can change the date. Just go into, was it world time and season? Click on that. You can literally change the day, I think. You can at least change the season. Whether you can do the day or not, I'm not sure. I'm just finding the real world weather as per the Activesky here. This picks up the real world weather. Looks like we don't have the real world weather. We were offline for a bit there. Okay. Let's have a listen to the good old next airport. We do have a... Actually, we've got a creek to look out for. Let's do that first. There it is. Because we're doing 150 odd knots instead of... I'm doing 170, nearly 180 knots instead of 130 as we planned. But that is the creek that I was looking for. Passed it already. We're now doing, was it 174 knots? Current time 24. And 37. The wing looks awful, doesn't it? That one looks fine, almost. I mean, I can see that the flaps have some problems, but the rest of the wing is fine. This wing, on the other hand. At least we have a VH register that isn't fictional. I mean, probably need to realign where the VH is. It's a little bit too far on the tail, isn't it? Yeah, we need to push it down a little bit closer to that line there. We'll have to redo that. Then try and figure out how that came to be. I'm sure that there's one texture somewhere that's upside down. Yeah, the ground speed almost is, but that's including the wind. So I've got an 18 knot wind, and we're doing a airspeed of 177. We can easily do 180. We'll do 180. So 180 knots, that's true airspeed, not including the ground speed, and the ground speed is calculated by the fact that I put in the wind. That better be musical Stefan and not musical Steph, because I know a girl called Stephanie. And yeah, I'm not a Steph. So it's the big road, 37. Milkshake. I do like the old side stick on a Cirrus. That's pretty cool. It's very sideways. Maybe I should figure out some way to mount my joystick on the side like that. That'd be interesting. Mr. Road. Damn it. Oh no, 37. I was looking at 27 for some reason. Road still significantly ahead. I'm starting to feel a little pull off to the one side, so I'm going to switch tanks. I feel that was too early. It's more on the left than the right still. Do I have Hobart? Did I flip the M and the H around? Yeah, I did. There we go. Correct airfield now. That's one good thing about a spreadsheet. You just modify it like that. What's the wind doing? Well, 18 knots. On to a heading of about there. Yeah, 095. Seems about right. Maybe 100. Yeah, 100. Cool. So I've actually got more wind than we expected. It's 118. I bet these numbers are going to be a little higher as well. Not too bad. Harvey Bay, HBA, Hamilton Island, YBHA. So Harvey Bay is YHBA, HBA, and the other one is BHI, and Hobart YMHB, and now Hermannsburg, which is YHMB. There you go. Yep, good old Cairns and Canberra. I do that all the time as well. And I've never gotten Ballina mixed up with Brisbane, but I have gotten Ballina mixed up with Nashville, Tennessee. So YBNA compared to KBNA. That's hilarious. IATA means nothing, and it should be completely obliterated from all of our memories. There is no IATA. May it die a horrible death. And I was told that Coffs Harbour was changed because it kept on getting confused with Christchurch. NZCH instead of YSCH. Sexy and dyslexia. Hilarious. YCFS is the new and current code. In the old days, it used to be YSCH, Yankee Sierra Charlie Hotel. And the reason it changed was because someone in ICAO or CASA or something decided that it was too close to Christchurch. So there is no more YSCH. But YSCH used to be Coffs Harbour. Time 35. We should see a road of some sort out the front of us. Or behind us maybe. Are we going that fast? How fast are we going? Yeah, about that speed. There it is, got it. Road in sight. Okay, that's time 36. It's actually 36. Next one will be 49, 13 minutes from now. So, question. Should we just fly straight in and land at Ayers Rock, or should we do the Ayers Rock tour? Ayers Rock tour sees us fly overhead the field, track down south to just to the west of Uluru, way down south until we hit a beam this road here, Tejura Road, turn up at 4,000 feet, do a teardrop entry turn, remaining north of the sensitive area, climbing up to 4,500. Back down to here, back up through there, up to Kazajura, around the top, 4,500, descending turn during the teardrop, 4,000 feet back upbound, and then heading up to land. So are we doing the tour, or are we flying straight in? Your call. To help you consider your choice, I will give you some scenes of Uluru. So flying over that thing or not. Hi there Ferdinand, I'm flying off the GPS. Unfortunately our autopilot's not working, so we're hand flying off the GPS, and we are checking our progress as per our navigation log. Some of these waypoints aren't actually waypoints, they're just positions that I've noticed. LURTJ was that road that we flew past just a little while back. Lotujat Road. And up in front of us is a big salt lake, and we should pass that at time 49. Yep, you guys want the tour? Let's do it. Uluru. We did it on the helicopter a little while back. That wasn't too bad. What's happening? Ah yes, good old Amsterdam. Hamsterdam. Time was it again? 49. Cool. Well, I've got about 8 minutes. So I might as well pick up the Ayers while we have the chance.
Automated Weather Information Service, Uluru Airport. Time 0940 Zulu. Wind 090 degrees magnetic at 9 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point 1. QNH 1026 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil. Automated Weather Information Service, Uluru Airport. Time 0940 Zulu. Wind 090 degrees magnetic at 9 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud.
Hello, new member. How you doing? I still can't pronounce your name properly. Web. We need to hat both ends. We burn it at both ends. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, YWYM is Wyndham. Looks like a YWY upside down W. Yes, I suspect you might be lucky. That's one way we could land on Ayers Rock. Just fly straight over the top of it and pull that. Love the Trump version of that. That's hilarious. It's about 5 minutes out from the Salt Lake. I can see it up front. That's a good thing about a fast aeroplane, is that you can barely see things 5 minutes ahead of you. They're on the horizon. Whereas when you're flying a 172 or something like that, doing 110 knots, it's like, we're 5 minutes out from a waypoint. Where is it? It's right about there. It'll take us 5 minutes to go until we're over the top of it. Someone has just reminded me that today is Mabo Day. Mabo is the guy that lived in the Torres Strait Islands, Murray Island, and he was bequeathed land by his adopted parents. And then the Queensland court had some reason to take that land. Well, the Queensland government decided they needed that land for something. I think they were building a port or the airfield or something like that. And so they essentially said, yeah, we're taking this land. And he said, no, that's my land. My parents gave me that land. And so they went through this whole court case trying to prove that it wasn't his land. The main argument was terra nullius, which is to say Aborigines don't own any land at all. And he brought into court all of these like documents saying that his parents bequeathed him that land. And as one of their witnesses, they brought his half-brother, who was actually the full son of his father, whereas his father wasn't actually his own father, it was his adoptive father. And they said, this son actually owns that land because of inheritance rights. And they said, haha, gotcha. You just admitted to the fact that an Aborigine has inheritance rights. Haha. At which point, Aborigine land claims started hitting the Supreme Court. One of the biggest Aborigine land claims, one that's pretty relevant today, in fact, is a very large rock, about 20 minutes flight away from us now. And that's currently owned by the APY lands, or the Anangu, Pitjantjatjara and Yankalilajanjara people. Three distinctive Aborigine groups own Ayers Rock and a lot of the land to the south of it. And that was made possible because of Mabo. Patrick James probably wants a link to cross the land, so let's give him that. Cross the land of vatsim. It's a hard to find link. You need to go to one link to find a different link. Absolutely, completely true. We burn at both ends. And to be honest, issues with Aborigines still continue today. They've got a far higher chance of dying under police custody. That's why a lot of people in Melbourne sometime this weekend are going to be joining the Black Lives Matter movement and doing a big march with their masks on for coronavirus. Because, you know, things still aren't exactly equal out here. When did we stop being allowed to climb on Uluru? I think it was just last year, was it? 2019 in October or so. And of course we had, what's her name, the redhead? Pauline Hanson went and climbed Uluru on the last day they were allowed to climb it. Oh yeah, that's right, we had a plane to steal. But yeah, we're going to have protesters like this weekend. No, I won't be necessarily joining that protest, but I've got nothing against it. I hope the police leave it alone. Time 50, there's the Salt Lake. I literally couldn't remember Pauline Hance's name for about 20 seconds there. Okay, Ayers Rock 10 minutes out. That was time 49. It'll be 55. Cool. We'll make a call outbound. I don't think it is South Lake Air. I'll just check. Lake Air's way to the east of us. Let's go pop it in. This lake, whatever it's called. Zooming into it on Google Earth hasn't revealed anything for me. Should have a name. Ah, there we are. Amadeus. Okay. Lake Amadeus. There it is, Lake Amadeus, Salt Lake, blah blah blah. 31 miles to the north of Uluru. Oh, that's weird. I thought it was named after Mozart. It's actually named after King of Spain. King Amadeo, or Amadeus, King of Spain from 1870 to 1873. King for 3 years. Okay. So there's a lake just north of Uluru that's named after a Spanish king. Yeah, I don't even think that our tour is going over Lake Air. It's way too far to the east and to the south of where we are now. We are going to go over Minterby on the next leg, just to point that out. That might be next week, probably Sunday. Might be Sunday, might be Wednesday. Might be in this plane, but if I can't get all this GPS stuff and autopilot working, it might not be. One hit Carenado wonder. Because I just like to have a little bit of the ability to chuck on autopilot so I can, you know, pick that up and write some stuff in. Anyway, we're 10 miles away from Uluru. They call it Ayers Rock Aerodrome because they haven't changed the name. And we need to be on a different frequency, don't we? 126.9. Traffic, Ayers Rock Aerodrome, Yankee Sierra Hotel is a Cirrus SR-22, 6,500. We'll be flying overhead the airfield, and then joining the VFR lane to the Rock. Traffic, Ayers Rock. Hello, Kip. Kip, Jim, Steve. Okay, that's not confusing at all. Alright, the way that they say things here, it might be written down in this thing actually. Flight procedures. Anyway, I read it long ago that the airfield is called Ayers Rock and going over Uluru is called The Rock. Thinking that's the airfield right there. There's what they used to call the Olgas, Katajuta. There's something out here called Mount Connellan or something like that. It's like a smaller version of Ayers Rock. We'll probably fly over that one on the outbound leg. We need to get on down to 4,000 feet. Shame Qantas don't fly the 146s anymore, full stop. They do fly to Ayers Rock, of course. They fly the 737s and the 717s as well. Actually, they used to fly them, and then coronavirus happened. They don't fly anything out here at the moment. Can't remember the name of the mountain. Where is it? Connor. Here it is, Connor. C-O-N-N-E-R. There's some photos of Mount Connor. It's got trees on the top. But apart from that, it looks a little bit like an Ayers Rock. I think it's about 20 kilometers, somewhere between, 30 kilometers out in that direction. But clearly too far away to be seen from here. Yeah, we did fly the Bell 407 up in Catherine, and we did a separate one tour of Ayers Rock because I had air traffic control online. Not that we used it, and here we are again. So yeah, there is an old dirt strip right next to the rock, which is now marked inside the sensitive area. That sensitive area is, you know, Aboriginal land. We're not allowed to go there. Not allowed to fly over it anyway. Lots of tourists still inside that inside the road. You'll have to walk right up to the rock. Just don't walk on it. Traffic Ayers Rock Aerodrome is Yankee Sierra Hotel is descending into 4,000 feet, leaving 5,000. We'll be joining the VFR lane via the Rock and Catadra. You can see the Peterman mountain range just to our south there. Big yellow and red things. Some of those peaks are higher than we are now at 4,005. I haven't been to the Rock. I nearly went to Alice Springs once just because it was $1 on Tiger Air, but then they stopped flying there. They released something like 300 seats to Ayers Rock, to sorry, the other place, Alice Springs, for $1, but it's too slow to get those tickets. Yes, Rock Aerodrome, Yankee Sierra Hotel is overhead the field at 4,000 feet, turning southbound to join the VFR lane to the Rock. Alright, so we want to stay away from the town slightly. There's the town. That's where all the resorts are. See some of the fuel holding tanks over there for the airfield. Alright, as you stay on this side of the road that you're about to cross. Chaz. Good to hear. Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting the Rock one day. And I imagine it'd be that kind of place where you just go there and just sit there for 3 hours while the sun goes down. Not really needing to talk to anyone or anything. Just sit, listen. Listen to the air. Good work, we burn it. Yeah, that's the stuff to do. Bit of four-wheel driving. Don't have a four-wheel drive. I am friends with a bit of a carry family, so I should actually get in contact with them. They've been talking about doing the Nullarbor at one point in time. In fact, they were considering doing it this year, but obviously that's not happening now. Can't even get into Western Australia. There's another road that goes south. Where is it? That's it there. Cool. So we track straight south to this road, and the position where it heads off towards Katajuda, that's where we do a U-turn, come back. This turn. Oh, we're way too close. Get my trim sorted out. Sorry about that wing. I'll try and get that fixed up next time. I went to the external view and went, yay! The repaint that I made is fine. No need to check inside. Da-da. Hey Vsauce, Michael here. And now we present the passenger side of the aeroplane to the Rock. Tracking straight for that point and we'll go around it. And we lost like 200 feet in the turn. Great. any helicopter pilots at 3,500 feet would be kind of unhappy right about now. See ya, Florian. Good day. Yeah, I'm a bit too much of a city boy to do the whole four-wheel drive camping stuff, but you know, you only live once, why not? There's the field that you guys were talking about, the old dirt landing strip just outside Ayers Rock. That's actually well inside the Aboriginally owned land now. And of course people are no longer permitted to walk over the top of the rock. You can get up pretty much right on that little perimeter road right there, which you can see going around. Dropped into helicopter airspace again. Gotta love a Danish backpacker. Or an Irish one. Particularly a red-headed Irish one. Alright, up 500 feet and a big U-turn. That's the site we want to see. Look at that. Ayers Rock, Uluru, and the Olga's Casajuta. We'll stay slow here next to the rock and then we'll speed up. In fact, we can probably speed up now. Yeah, let's do a heist. If you guys are ready to go until 10 PM, I am too. With that sorted, let's push our speed a bit. Goodbye, Brock. Back to the left tank. Just feeling it pull off into that side slightly. That's the one problem with low-winged aircraft, is you need to use only one take at a time. Now the weird thing is, I'm pretty sure that these rudder pedals aren't doing anything at all. Maybe a tiny itty bitty bit. America Simulator, hilarious. Yep, just like Musical Aviator, no capitals. I didn't have GTA 5 and then it was released for free, so now I do. Yep, she's buzzing along at maximum RPM, 2500. That's too much. Went into the yellow. No, I'm probably not going to stream it. I might record it just to see if it's worth putting up. Being the first time I've ever done one of these things. But yeah. It's not something I want to throw to the wind and see if it works. There we are, Casajuta. There was a time in the 1950s when the Whiteys would have called this Mount Olga. We're descending without clearance. Let's get back up to 45. Maybe the afternoon sun over there. Alright, according to the chart. It's an inbound turn, so we do this weird kind of left-hand turn to 90 degrees and then the full 270. Okay. So clicking on the window opens the door. We got that. Alright, U-turn time. And in the U-turn we head on down. Traffic cover due to uniform, I say again, Yankee Sierra Hotel is on descent to 4,000 feet. So to 090 and then all the way in the opposite direction. I'm not sure when I'm flying the Duchess next. I didn't really have a plan to. It's at a request. $4,000 feet. Retrim it. Power back on. Good old FLAi. I do like that guy. He makes some good videos. Yeah, Duchess is a nice fast plane. Bit too fast. Rather spend the time down here at 4,000 feet instead of blasting along at 25,000 feet at 270 knot ground speed. Take the time to see the sights from the air. PC-12, good call. Yeah, PC-12 is pretty good. Okay, what was the wind down there? It was 090, wasn't it? 090 at 9. So, runway 13. Pop over the field, into the left-hand downwind. Just hit our maximum cruise speed. Look at that. Nah, Duchess is in the aeroplane type. It's a Beechcraft BE-60 called the Duchess, or the turbine Duchess, which you use, which is called the... I know, you're talking about the Duchess, not the Duke. I've already flown the Duchess quite a fair bit. It's a bit of a boring plane in some ways, in some respects. It was fun for the first few flights, but nah. Get into A-to-A airplanes again. That's the field there. So tempted to come in on the right hand base. That'd be hilarious. Ayers Rock Aerodrome, the Yankee Sir Hotel is 4,000 feet. Tracking direct Ayers Rock from the west. We'll be passing overhead the field at 4,000, then descending into the downwind runway 13. Traffic Ayers Rock. There's 3,000. Elevation is 1,600. Traffic Airs Rock Aerodrome, Yankee Sierra Hotel is overhead the field at 3,500 on descent to 2,600, joining downwind of runway 13. I saw someone over there with flashing lights, good stuff. Slowing it up. Brakes are released, undercarriage is fixed, mixture is fully rich. Pump is on. Fuel is set to the left tank. Seats and harnesses are secure. Traffic Airs Rock, Yankee Sierra Hotel is turning base runway 13. Bit of an overshoot. Traffic Airs Rock, Yankee Sierra Hotel, final runway 13.
500.
Flaps all the way down. On Pappy. Vasi, that is. Dang, that's not the right one at all. No, we can get in there, that's fine. That's the other end of Charlie. Thought that was Bravo. As rock traffic, Yankee Sierra Hotel has vacated runway 13. Mixed to lean by about half. Yeah, we're less than 5 tons. We're less than 2 tons. Yeah, the red means that there's ground at our level, so we should pull up and climb. Or, you know, use a different map mode. Third one to the left. Brakes are set. And there we are. Let's jump on out. Indeed. Well, we do have to put the aeroplane to bed. So up the front here we have some stuff to chuck in, which is not ready to go in because it didn't have the parking brake set. Oh, what's this? Thanks, Carenado. Good stuff. Anyhow, we're here. And that's P3D reloading. So I'll bid you adieu from here. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the flight to Uluru, Australia's big rock. Anyway, I've been Musical Abia. Ciao for now.